You guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's super early. Okay, not as early as it could be because I have been up for like an hour and a half. It might be 6 a.m. I'm an early riser. Um, and my allergies, oh my God, my nose is so red. I'm in full Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer mode over here. But last night, I was out buying groceries and I plugged in a podcast so I could catch up on what's the latest on the Murdaugh case. First of all, groceries are so expensive. You kind of like might be tempted to do something illegal or immoral, just like to buy a dozen eggs. It is crazy out in these streets. But alas, I got double yolks from the chicken farmers market, and they're really delicious. Okay, you don't care about my eggs. You're here to listen to Murdaugh Murders. So this is what's going on. We are just a few weeks away from jury selection, jury picking. I don't know. So they've sent out the questionnaires for all the potential jurors, and then people are going to start coming in, and they're going to start picking a jury. And okay, jury selection will not be televised, but other than that, the entire trial will be covered by Court TV. Gavel to gavel coverage on Court TV. I am so here for it. That also means if Court TV is doing it, then generally speaking, they'll save those videos and then put them so you can watch the whole trial later. So if you want to know what's happening live and in the moment, then you could just watch Court TV at night and they'll probably like recap the day because they do that a lot. They do a lot of recapping. But I kind of want to be there live as it happens. Also, court can be long and drawn out and boring. So in some ways, it's better just to be like, it's 10 o'clock. Let me hit up Court TV and get the highlights because the highlights are just like the best parts of the trial. Okay. That notwithstanding, they have to pick a jury in Colleton County. In Walterboro, all these names sound like they're kind of made up to me. Like, right? Like, doesn't that sound like a dude named Walter started a town? I don't understand. Okay, so they're looking for jury members that are unbiased. And that what that means, apparently, is that it's not that you don't know anything about the case. It's not that you haven't formed an opinion about the case. A good juror is somebody who can just listen to what they've been told in court and make a decision. That's me. Can I volunteer? Could I take like 3 weeks or 3 months or however long it's going to take off work and go be a juror? Do they let you volunteer? I might have to phone a friend and find out. I know so many lawyers. I have so many friends that are attorneys. I don't think they let you volunteer for jury duty though. So maybe I won't be able to do that. But I will be the 13th juror sitting here every night telling you what happened. Like, girl. And my whole thing is this. Whenever something happens that's like really interesting, like a TV show or like some scandal in reality TV or in the real world, I want to talk to my girlfriends about it and be like, wait, but did you see the part where? But wait, that's kind of what I'm doing on this channel. It is all about gossip, rumor, and innuendo. Very, very little research, but just my opinion about what's happening in the Murdaugh case. I can hardly wait. There apparently, though, is a scandal happening in the town of Walterboro. Not a scandal, a controversy, because during the time of the trial, I guess Walterboro is a small town, and they're bringing in like more infrastructure. I thought that meant like porta potties, but apparently it includes food trucks because all these people are going to have to eat and park and whatever. So the town was like, you know what? We're going to bring in food trucks and the food trucks can serve the people. That seems really smart. And it did not even occur to me that this is a tourist opportunity for Walterboro. Like, ooh, they might be able to make money off this for years. Good for you, Walterboro. But the people in Walterboro or Colleton County are like, hey, this is not like a murder capital. You kind of are though, right? Like you really, really kind of are. If we've gotten this far, if you followed this all along, we know y'all because of the murder. We don't know you because of anything. You got a rice festival? Good for you. That's delightful. We don't care. We don't care about your rice. I'm sure your rice is delicious. Go Rice fans. But no, that's not how that works. So, okay. So everybody's going to show up. There's going to be food trucks. People are mad about it. But also I got additional information about the settlement that Buster Murdaugh went into with the boat crash victims. Honestly, every time one of these towns ends up on like Court TV or something like that, you hear all the worst stuff, right? Like the criminal justice system is corrupt and there's murderers down there. People covered it up and drug running and blah, blah, blah. What you forget about is that like most of the town is probably just like regular, nice, good, decent people. And they have like a handful of murderers. And those murderers and bad guys get all the attention, which is unfair, but is also the reason that like people pay attention to your town. Otherwise, nobody would care. So nobody cares about Walterboro, except for that's where the trial is being held. But the very nice people down there in South Carolina, those poor boat crash victims, Lord, they have been through it. And that boat crash is what kicked this whole thing off. When they settled with Buster, here's the reasoning behind their settling. And I was like, this kind of touches my heart. They got some money, not that much money, because they were like, Buster has been through enough. That is really big of them. Maggie's estate, well, Maggie is dead, so she's not here to complain about it. But they're like, you know what? Buster has been through enough. Buster didn't drive the boat. Yes, Buster gave his brother the fake ID, but he didn't cause Paul to get drunk, blah, blah, blah. And so they're just showing like good common decency and human compassion, which I kind of love that. Like, hey, boat crash victims, I hope y'all are doing better, and I hope you're able to make your lives better with that money. But apparently, Parker's convenience store, that's where the deep pockets are. Because, like, honestly, you could keep suing Buster and them, but you're not going to get no real money, right? Like, the money is held in trust. Nobody can touch the trust. So you squeeze what you can out of him gently because, you know, you're nice South Carolinians. You squeeze what you can, and then you wait and go for their deep pockets, the multi-million, billion-dollar corporation that is Parker's convenience store. Something tells me everybody might like move permanently to that cruise ship that's always cruising. You know, there's like a private cruise ship. I heard about this the other day. There's this private cruise ship that's like condos and it just cruises around the world. And then people who live there or who have condos fly in and fly out. But it's still like a legit cruise ship with all the cruisy stuff. I'm willing to bet that those boat crash victims might move on to that cruise ship. I don't even remember the name of that cruise ship. Lord, I'm so scattered. I'm trying to remember to stay focused and slow down when I talk. You can see how well that's going. Anyway, in addition to that, speaking of the good people down there in South Carolina, I'm always fascinated by the pronunciation of names, right? Alex becomes Alec. Like, okay. Murdoch becomes Murdaugh. All right. Those are like, you know, local pronunciations. So my family got a sale. You know, I love a sale. On Black Friday, you could get an Ancestry DNA kit for like $50, which is 50% off. So I bought 4 of them and we all did it. Really, really fascinating. Not that surprising. Turns out I'm Black. I know you're surprised. I was surprised too. But my ancestors come from like Nigeria and wherever. Nigeria and Cameroon. Hey, Nigeria and Cameroon. And then 8% from like Norway? Do I look Norwich to you? What do you call people from Norway? Viking? I don't know. The Norway thing kind of blew my mind. One of my kids is like 25% Indian, like as in from India. But also, since I've been building my family tree, I discovered that one of my great-grandmother was born on an Indian reservation. So I have a kid who's Indian and Indian. So that's kind of interesting. I'm saying all of that to say, as I was building my family tree, our roots go back to North Carolina, and one of our relatives is named Alex, but it's pronounced Alec. I was like, oh, I'm sort of connected to this case, not really at all, but kind of a little bit. And the way that I know they pronounced it that funny way is because in all of the documents, it's spelled E-L-E-X. Or E-L-E-C or something. Like it's spelled the way they pronounced it. But when I finally found his birth certificate, it was spelled A-L-E-X. I was like, get the heck out of here. And this was from like 1890 something. So for like a long time, they've been pronouncing stuff wrong or funny or the local custom, whatever it is. Anyway, we are 3 weeks out from jury selection. And to recap, I would like to be on the jury, please and thank you. Ooh, we have people who listen to this ridiculousness that I do online who are in South Carolina. Wait. Have you received a jury questionnaire? Tell me all about it. Apparently, there's a bunch of questions. And when they ask you questions, the questions are like, what TV shows do you watch? Does watching true crime disqualify me? For being a web sleuth, does that disqualify me? I hope not. But everybody kind of is a little bit those things these days, right? We'll see. I'll report back when I have more information. Until then, I'm going to take yet another allergy pill and try and remove the redness from my nose, which you can see very clearly because I'm apparently 8% from Norway. You have a great day. Bye.